48 weeks to Madiera. Welcome back to the video diary of my weekly countdown to the European Masters Championships in Portugal in the islands of Madiera in October 2025, sharing my journey as a amateur, senior, soon-to-be Masters athlete, trying to get back into the form of my life in order to be competitive at a national/international level again in athletics. And this week I'm going to be talking about taking holidays and deload weeks and how to use them strategically, and also a bit about what's been going on the last week and some potential setbacks and how we've tried to work with these skillfully. I'm always a wee bit suspicious when people are talking about turning negatives into positives all the time, or saying what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, or these mantras like, well, all worked out for the best, because that's just denying the reality of difficult challenges. I think it's much more balanced to say, well, there's going to be things that we have to build into the programme. We can't expect everything to work really well. We can't expect everything to go swimmingly well, and that's part of our strategy from the beginning. So we're walking a bit faster through the University of East Anglia campus. That's the business school there, because it's 0 degrees. And yeah, so what's been going on this week? So I've been taking a few days holiday, Monday to Thursday. So I just came back this evening, and I was out of town and I was staying in the country. I got 2 nights of really good sleep the last 2 nights, 10 hours and then 9 hours the night before. Just outstanding sleep. So it's the second time I've stayed in this particular place, and I just, for some reason, get excellent sleep. So I'm feeling so normal and good right now. I'll talk a bit more about sleep in some of the future iterations of this production, but it's essentially something I've had a real love-hate relationship with over the years, and it's just such a crucial component to this, particularly as someone who's working on calls where I'm going to need to be available during the night, and also different travel arrangements and life emergencies and things. But it's just amazing how one night of good sleep can just make you feel so much better. It just makes you think, actually, no, this is the normal. So how did we work it this week? So in some ways I maybe wasn't actually even planning on being at the athletics this week, because I said I was maybe going to skip the Thursday night and turn up on the Saturday and do some pole vaulting instead. But I'm already looking ahead to the Saturday, and the pole vault is unlikely to be on because it's scheduled for heavy rain, which makes pole vaulting dangerous. And also they've got an illness in the family that I might need to be away at the weekend, so I'm ready, starting to think, how can I actually get in it's not just the hours and the workouts, but actually keep into a rhythm. So I did turn up tonight. I only got back at 7:45 into Norwich, and I still rocked up, and for 15 minutes on the track, 10 minutes on the track, got my tag, another one in the books. I've got these all lined up on my wall now so that I can keep track, and just see that accumulation. It's really important. Another brick in the wall. So yeah, got back late. I knew that the athletics would be practically finished. Turned up to the sports park. I didn't even have my card on me. I just said, here, listen, any chance you could look me up in the system? I just want to come and do a quick run around. And they said, yeah, the track's up for another 10 minutes. So I went out, plugged on some YouTube video of motivational athletics pictures, all to the sound of Outro by M83, and yeah, just done a quick kind of runner's warm-up and went out and did an 800 metres. So this is something that's going to be in the back burner for me, that if I'm thinking about doing the decathlon, then in the indoor heptathlon rather, you have to do a 1,000 metre run, and in the outdoor decathlon it's a 1,500 metres. So if that is something I do want to build towards, I do need to have some middle distance endurance, and by Jingo it was tough. Only did 800 metres and I was I was feeling okay for the first 200, 400 kinda, and then after that, it just I must have looked like a 60-year-old out on that track, and that was quite demoralising. I'm not going to lie. I really don't feel in the shape of my life, even though that's the goal. And already we're down to 48 from 52. Like, that's not an inconsiderable amount of time over the year, and really just going to have to trust the process with the cardio. With the strength and conditioning, I need to get some quick gains, because of the periodised programme. I need to complete one objective so I can move on to the next. I can't just stay in the same place. So I can't really trust the process with that. But with the cardio, I just need to keep on at it. And that was something this week. I was leaving on Monday morning. I'd had a really quite hectic weekend with back inside as the camera cut out with my battery essentially dying there. So yeah, I was just saying that last weekend I'd had a hectic weekend in the hospital, so I managed to get out on the Monday morning and get in a workout. Unfortunately, the last 15 minutes of that was cut short by some traffic delays and a big event on in the sports park. So after I came in from my run, then this evening, then I went into the gym at 8:30 and did some just a few sets of biceps and calves, just to finish that off, so that I'm ticking all the boxes as we're going there. That's one of my objectives for the 3 months, is to complete this trainer. So yeah, just having to be a bit flexible. I don't like cutting my workout short, but that's just that's what we're going to have to do. And sometimes it works out well, where you do just have an extra 15 minutes that you want to finish off. I did a 30-minute run during the week today, and I'm trying to do 45 minutes of cardio a week. So I got another 15 minutes tonight, and then another 50 minutes. The gym was enough there. So yeah, I don't work out in the evening. I don't work out at night. That's one of the reasons I've got an off-peak membership, is to set that boundary for me, so that I know that I'm not going to be rocking up the gym 5, 6 o'clock. It's not good for my sleep. It's hard to bring my metabolism down in the evening, and it's just hormonally you get a much better response earlier in the day. So it will require some skillful working, as is often in the evenings that I actually have the time. But we made a small exception tonight and just did something light, so hopefully we won't be up too late. And again, I used I had a wee beer on the way in tonight in order to bring my metabolism down a bit. Talk a bit more about alcohol, but yeah, even just last night I was out at the pub for a couple of hours, and I just had a couple of 0%, and I think that was one of the reasons that I had a really good sleep, was I wasn't drinking in the evening. That's a fallacy that alcohol helps you sleep better. It might quicken the onset of sleep, but it decreases the quality. So yeah, away on holiday for 4 days. Managed to get a workout just before I went, just on the way back, and then when I was away, I was out a run for half an hour, which was tough. So, and as I mentioned, the cardio is just something I'm going to have to, to work with. So deload week. In some ways, this has been a bit of a deload week. I do need to do some weeks that are not as intense. They say you should be doing a deload once every 4 weeks. They being the moral majority of strength and conditioning coaches and athletics coaches as well. This is the 4th of these trainers that I'm doing, so that's reasonable to be doing that this week. And particularly if I can get some extra sleep, then I can jump in next week with a full session on Saturday if I can. So yeah, that's this week. Another week in the bag, another tag on the wall. Let's put it on. And yeah, we'll catch up in due course. Again, it's really important each week to return back to the vision. The vision is that I'm going to be back to the form of my life, doing some PBs, either some new events such as the decathlon, or back to personal best shape in the sprints. And I think we're getting traction. I think we're getting movement. Sleep's going to be one of these key things I'm just I've got all my bed sheets washed tonight. I'm going to get a candle on. I'm going to do some relaxation. I'm going to get the lights out and just be listening to some entertainment. I'm going to say my prayers, writing my journal quickly as well, and yeah, just bring the mind down. So peace out until next week.